you were paying attention on the internet last week, outside of all of the usual left-right political BS and nonsense, you may have seen something that is quite odd. You may have seen Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg doing an interview with a media outlet where he was talking about the ways in which he and Facebook were going to prepare the American public in case the election was not decided on election night. He was talking about how he would prepare the American public to expect the results of the elections may be counted for days, if not weeks. Now that may have seemed very odd to you. It certainly seemed odd to me because I thought, Mark Zuckerberg is not an elected official. Mark Zuckerberg doesn't work for the government. Mark Zuckerberg doesn't work for you or I. Mark Zuckerberg is the owner of a company. But he is the owner of a company that has a massive amount of power. And what he was saying when he did that interview talking about preparing the American public for the results of a democratically run election is he was using that power and saying that it is not the elected officials who are in charge of preparing the citizens of this country for the result of the election. No, it's not them. It's not up to the candidates themselves to declare victory based on what they've learned. No, it's up to Facebook. It's up to social media. It is up to, once again, our tech overlords. And if that doesn't make you infuriated and a little bit afraid, then you're not paying enough attention. It is no secret that Facebook and big tech and all of these corporations silence conservatives. But now they're going even a step further. They're going a step that is even further than they went before, because now what they're saying is that it is up to us to decide when your elections are called. It is up to us to decide when your elections are won. Does anybody else see a problem with that? Because I do. Because we all know that these people are biased against conservatives. They all know that they try to silence conservatives. And now these people are saying that they are the ones that are going to be in charge of calling elections from here on out. This is not something that we should stand for. I've said this over and over and over again. Our founders did not intend for tech geeks in Silicon Valley to influence our electoral process this much. They did not intend for Facebook and Twitter and Google and YouTube to have their algorithms and all of these other things deciding what we know or what we don't know, or what information that we have access to or what information that we shouldn't have access to. You even have Twitter saying that they are going to flag certain accounts for quote unquote false information if they call the election for themselves too soon. These are tech giants interfering in our democracy. These tech overlords have way too much power. And if you did not see that interview with Mark Zuckerberg where he basically said that it is up to Facebook to decide the election, then you weren't paying enough attention, and that is exactly where they want you to be. Because if you don't pay attention, these people will have so much influence over our politics and over our elections that it won't even be up to us to decide them anymore. It'll be up to whoever Silicon Valley thinks will be the right president for America. And we all know who that is. It will definitely not be a conservative.